Okay, here are the shocks all on the workbench. I got clowned on my last video because I was working on the ground, but the table itself was not cleared enough for me to work, so I figured I'd get it all cleared off on this video here. Alright, you probably can't hear, or hopefully you can, I got my fan going. So I've received the Konis back from True Choice. Looks like they did a fantastic job. So we're going to make some adjustments. They came back to me 2 sweeps on compression and 2 sweeps on rebound adjusted. So based on the spring rates in consultation with Koni, we're going to make a change in the compression. So on the 3012s, compression is done on the body. There's a button right up here on top, and you can use your finger. My finger's a little bit large, so I can't get it in there. So use any other depress. You need to press the button. It's really simple. Just kind of push it down. You'll feel it. And then you're going to turn the shaft clockwise. Now, it's mounted in a vise, but it's not mounted on the shock body itself. It's just down at the eye. So it just makes sure that the shock body doesn't move. And you'll take the shock eyelet up at top and rotate it clockwise, and you'll hear or feel a definitive detent. And when you feel that, that's one step. So there we have it. Then you do another quick little twist, and then the button will pop back up, and you should be good to go. So that is a sweep of the compression. Right up here, you can see, excuse me, on the 3012, this is where your adjustment is for your rebound. So here's your rebound adjustment, and then right there is your adjustment for the compression. And for the Atom on this shock with the valving that it has, which is the B16 valving again, and the spring rates, we're going to go 3 steps on compression, and then for the rears, which this is the rear shock right here, we're going to do 6 clicks on the rebound, positive, and then on the front shocks, we're going to have 4 clicks. So they came to me with 2 already, so I'm going to add 4 here and add 2 clicks on the front shocks. So this is all the components, or these are all the components rather, sorry, for the shock. This is the rear shock. I'll have a video here shortly of the shock completely assembled. So we have our main, and you have your tender spring. I sprayed them with a little bit of dry loop Teflon, so that way to make it a little bit easier for the collars to slide and everything. Given that Delrin is a self-lubricating plastic that is Teflon impregnated, or at least some of it is, the dry lube right here shouldn't pose any problems. So I'm going to assemble it. And unfortunately, I can't hold the phone while I'm assembling, so you guys are just going to get the end result here shortly. Alright, unfortunately, I can't get a video of me actually assembling this, so I figure I'd start with one that's already assembled. This is my first one. Each one of the bearings, there's a total of 4 bearings now in it. You have one here at top, one at the bottom, so you got the tender spring covered, and then you have the main-spring covered with regard to those bearings. As you can see, they fit pretty well. There's no major overage, just a little bit over where each one of the spacers are, or rather the mount points for the spring. But other than that, it's not too bad. I just got it on the measurement from, and what I did before I removed the shocks, or rather removed the springs and sent them out. I took my measurements from the bottom of the main plate without the locking. This is the locking ring. So I took the measurement from the bottom of the main plate to the last thread here on the shock body, and so I'm going to bring it back up to that setting, because that's where the setting was specifically for the Atom before I removed it, and it should put me right back at about 4 7/8 inch at the bottom of the frame rail at the rear of the car. So that's pretty much it. Hopefully I'll have them all assembled here in the next, say, half hour. Here is the graph that they sent. I'm going to go through this here in another video before I send them out. Or before I complete the video, and I'm going to include it in one large video and then get it all like edited out. But other than that, everything looks really good. Thank you to True Choice and to Koni for the tech support and the endless questions with regard to how to get this set up and to get the most performance out of this shock. It really is a very, very good shock. They're really robust, the 3012s. Of course, the step up is the 28 series shock. But for their workhorse with regard to their motorsport shock, the 30 series is actually a pretty damn good shock. And for those people who are looking for the best bang for the buck, this might be one of the shocks you might want to give consideration for on your Atom or any other lightweight sports car.